How do you ask for the right fertilizer? Do you even need fertilizer? Soil has nutrients added already. Yes, but soil gets depleted of its added nutrients over time from watering and from the plant using the nutrients to grow. Now, do you need to fertilize all your plants? Not necessarily. Stick around, I'll tell you what not to fertilize. If you want your plants to thrive, you should feed most of them. Since days are shorter in winter, you'll only need to fertilize from April to October. Plants essentially go dormant in winter, which means the fertilizer salts can build up in the pot and kill your plant. They only need food during the active growing season. There are different fertilizers to accomplish different things. Most houseplants don't flower, at least not often, and when they do, they're not much to look at. So they'll want a food to help their leaves grow. Flowering houseplants like columnea, some begonias, and clevia can use a bloom boost a couple times a year, so you can use a blooming food. When I worked at Crust, one of the people from Emma's Garden Growers told us that they fertilize all their strings of things, pearls, beads, hearts, fish hooks, bananas, burro's tail, at half strength every time they water during the growing season. In other words, they use half the recommended amount instead of a full dose. And their strings of things always looked plump and lush and beautiful, so I think they might be onto something. Many cactus and succulent fertilizers have bloom boosters too, so your little cactus can wear a flower crown and your little succulents can shoot out a little flower stalk. In the winter months, if you feel like your plants aren't doing their best, try a soil conditioner. It'll improve the soil structure to keep it aerated, improve water retention, and balance pH levels without sending your plants a message that they must grow now. That's what the nutrients in a greening fertilizer do. The nitrogen promotes leafy growth, phosphorus promotes root growth and blooming, and potassium promotes overall plant health. So if they're not actively growing, you don't need it. You can add a scoop of compost to the pot, but be careful not to put it around the base of the plant. It can burn the stem. Or you can use aquarium water if you have an aquarium. But what I use is the hilariously named and illustrated fish. It may seem a little pricey, but you only use a tiny amount each time, and you don't really need it every time you water. So a little goes a long way. Some people swear by coffee grounds and eggshells in their soil. While they can add a bit of nitrogen and calcium to the soil, it takes a while for those to break down. Whereas using fertilizer that's specifically made to feed plants will be immediately bioavailable to the plant and be taken up by the roots. Now, does every plant need fertilizer? If you watch my video about soil, you'll know that carnivorous plants can't really even handle fertilizer because they grow in damp, depleted bogs and get their nutrients from the insects that they eat. So absolutely do not, under any circumstances, put fertilizer on your Venus flytraps. Instant root burn. Dracaenas don't really need it either, maybe once or twice a year if you feel like it needs a boost. That's why they make great office plants. They thrive on neglect. So, do you really need fertilizer? If you want your non-carnivorous plants to grow big and get big blooms, yes you do. And if you ask for the right fertilizer for your plant, they'll grow lush and healthy. If you enjoyed this video, please let me know in the comments, and please like and subscribe to my channel and hit that bell to be notified when I release a new video. You can also find me on Instagram at planty.gen, where I share photos and tips as well. If you'd like to learn more about me, please visit my website at plantygenstinylandscapes.com. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Time for that theme song.
If your plants look sad and you lost all hope, tried everything, you're at the end of your rope. Should you throw them out into the street? Nope, just ask Planty Gen. If you want to be a planty acolyte, learn the tips and tricks to keep them growing right. Water, fertilizer, and the right amount of light, just ask Planty Gen.